Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good, people? How y'all doing out there, man? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Darky Dog. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? I'm here doing my 1-2 like I do, you know. Just trying to be, I'm in the stew, little content, dropping little content for the YouTube, for the viewers and stuff. Salute to all y'all out there that's been subscribing, you know what I mean, liking and sharing what's been going on. You know what I mean? Yo, it's nothing but love and loyalty, nothing but love and respect from me to y'all for real. You know what I mean? I try to get to the comments as much as I can to holler at everybody, like the comment to see what y'all talking about and whatnot. But these last 2 weeks and stuff has been a little crazy and whatnot for me. You know, I was first, I was doing stuff in the house. It was a good time. I was doing stuff in the house, you know, doing the basement, doing some work in the basement, working the rooms and one in the bedrooms and stuff and whatnot. Just getting some extra little closet space and, building a few things and whatnot. But then, a couple bad news done came down the line and whatnot, for me and my friends and stuff. We lost some loved ones and some friends and families and whatnot. So, RIP, to our brother Wise, what I mean, brother Wise, that was, a part of a culture, the culture that I'm affiliated with called the Low Lives, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And those who know, those who don't, just go down and just look at my YouTube and you'll do some history and some search on us and you'll know what we about, what we do and stuff and whatnot. What our history was, what we used to do and what we do now. We used to take much, we used to take back in the days, but now we give back. We took so much, now we give back to the community and to our peoples. But yeah, so our brother Wise passed away and stuff. And then, our brother Rack Low, shout out to Rack Low, his brother passed away, you know, turn around, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on, who this? Hold on, what's it calling me? Tell them they got to call back, man. I'm over here doing a video call back. Yeah. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But yeah, RIP to my bro Rack, you know what I'm saying? And then, the sad part about all that was, he turned around, he lost his brother, and he selling, he going to get ready to go to his brother's funeral to wake up that morning and find out that his wife passed away. You know what I'm saying? His wife was battling, I think she was battling an illness and stuff, you know what I mean? So she was, what I mean, it took a life and stuff, man. R.I.P. Sheena, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's very sad that, people gotta, we going through this now. It's all about us now. We getting older and it's more of the people we losing now is through health purposes and things like that. So it's like, our health is more important now. Back in the days, it was more about, who who was getting shot or stabbed and stuff. But now as we getting older, we losing our brothers and sisters from health ailments and stuff like that and whatnot. So it's like that's what's getting more scarier because that could affect all of us. We can dodge and move around from being in the right place and going to places we need to be in when it comes to doing certain things like that. When it comes to getting involved with shooting and stabbing and stuff, where to put yourself at, where not to be at, and you won't, be, for a victim to them situations, them circumstances. But when it comes to something like this with your health and whatnot, it gets deep and it gets real worrisome to us guys, girls, us people that's older, men and women that's getting older and stuff. So it's just very, very important that we take care of ourselves and health is wealth, and be mindful of each other and check on each other, shout each other out, because we getting older, we older long to be younger, but once you start getting to a certain age, y'all know once y'all start hitting them late 40s and 50s and stuff, because that's what we losing brothers and sisters at. We losing them at 50, 50, 55, 56 and stuff like that. It's like, you know, that's early, man. That's young, that's young. But yeah, man. But I just want to do a quick RIP to the peoples and the brothers and sisters we lost just now and stuff. And for anybody out there who lost someone, a loved one or a relative or a friend or family member, something like that, RIP. And I mean, my condolences to you and yours also. But yeah, man. But that's what it is on that. But RIP to brothers and sisters there, man. Moment of silence real quick, man. Yeah, yeah, But yeah, now let's get back to the show. Now let's get to the show. Now let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's late night. Get right. I'm in the studio. Just just got home from work and stuff. So I just said, you know what? Let me. I was on YouTube and stuff. Y'all know my algorithm. You know how that go. The algorithm, all type of things be popping up. Once you click on one thing, and then you scroll down and you might go to another video that's associated with that. All of a sudden, you're gonna start getting videos of that character, of that visuals coming down your timeline. But yeah, it came across my timeline. Y'all know what's going on now. Trump with this Epstein emails done drop. The emails done drop, right? So here we go. Now here we go. Now we're gonna see, a quick video came across my timeline, like how they trying to scapegoat him and trying to give him an out and all that. And it's like, wow, what's going on here? This is what we wanted. We wanted the Epstein files to come out. Now they coming out and Trump name or emails and stuff with Trump is in it now. It's like, but no, we really don't know what they was talking about. And we really got to see, because we really don't trust people, because I don't even know if this is real. I don't. Everything, is crazy. It's crazy. It's like with the Charlie Kirk situation. They believe everything is real, but we found out and we knew that them text messages is fake, but everything else is real. All the text messages, you found out him laying out the plan and saying, come on, who does that type of stuff? All that is fake, but everything else they say is real. You see, when it comes to that death, because it's on their side, it's for their fight. So it's like, you know what? Yeah, we can't lose it and just say it's all fake. We got to keep something up close to our vest so we can have something to fight for and say, look, this was going on. This is why we fighting like this. Y'all killing our people. But the same situation. See, Trump over here, he in the fouls. Y'all wanted the fouls. Y'all now the fouls out. Oh man, come on, man. It's so you got your girl Megyn Kelly. She running around now. She in hot water. She in hot water right now. Cause they making, and this is weird. What's weird about the Republicans when they say they make certain things seem light, but when it's affecting them, it's the most drastic, it's the most serious thing in the world. Like when Biden with the when Biden's son, you know what I'm saying? He over there with the deals over here and deals over there. He got businesses in that. But now we see Trump and his family got businesses over here, businesses over there. There's no issue with that. Nobody's saying that about their businesses and how they corrupting and getting into things and getting leverage. Or if you don't do this with us, we got to be a part of it. You can do that. You're gonna get away with it. We got the FCC. We got all these people on our team. So we're gonna get you out of here. You just give us 20% of the company and we gonna get you through. You see what I'm saying? But that's okay. Nobody not talking about that, but they was talking about, the Biden laptop, and he's corrupt and he's doing business with people. You see? That's why I don't care. It was wrong what they was doing back then too, but they won't contradict. They won't sit there and say, you know what I mean, and crucify they people. It's like, yo, listen, you did something wrong, man. Let me point it out. Let the people know that I'm not with that. So if you try to do it again, you know that I'm not with it and the people not with it, so you're going to have more pushback than you think you're going to have. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you ain't going to just sit there and say anything and do anything, and we like, yeah. Because now when the Democrats get in power and they say and do anything, you can't say nothing. Y'all let everything slide. Y'all let everything go. You know what I mean? Come on. Y'all sitting there saying, yo, it's okay now. Now the Epstein files, they making it seem like it's okay for what he did with these little kids and stuff. Let me get some of this content, man. Y'all know we do. You know what I mean? This Megyn Kelly lady, man, she be bugging out. And then she got this other lady up here. I don't even know what. She got this Jewish piece on, and she's up there talking reckless with her. And we know what she went through and what the women went through. But she's up here with her talking reckless. Yeah, let's get to some of this content, man.
This is from Epstein to Michael Wolff, January 31st, 2019.
Look at this is some of the she reading one of the emails that Wolff sent to Epstein. Now we're gonna check it out. Michael Wolff sent to Epstein.
Victim. This is now from 2019, which is when Epstein got arrested. This is from Epstein to Michael Wolff, January 31st, 2019. Victim, redacted, Mar-a-Lago. Redact. I don't know what's in there. It doesn't say victim, so he's saying something else. Comma or period. No idea what was redacted. Then he writes, Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. So he's trying to say Trump wanted me to resign from Mar-a-Lago, but I was never a member of Mar-a-Lago. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Now, that's the most incriminating thing that's in any of these emails, but we have no idea what it means. Of course, he knew about the girls. He asked Ghislaine to stop. Stop what? Is this Trump found out that Epstein liked him young, something Trump has said himself on camera, and he went to Ghislaine to say, whatever you're doing, stop? Because that doesn't make Trump look bad.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear what she said? He said it then. I told him we don't know what he's talking about. Well, let's rewind. Let's hear what she said again when he said it with that. You see how I'm saying how weird that sound? They're giving him out. We don't know what he's talking about. We don't really know. We he could be saying anything.
This is from Epstein to Michael Wolff, January 31st, 2019.
To Michael Wolff.
Victim, redacted, Mar-a-Lago. Redact. I don't know what's in there. It doesn't say victim, so he's saying something else. Comma or period. No idea what was redacted. Then he writes, Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. So he's trying to say Trump wanted me to resign from Mar-a-Lago, but I was never a member of Mar-a-Lago. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop.
Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked the girl to stop. And that's Elaine. That's the lady that's locked up right now. She's doing more time than anybody. She's just in the pen. She about to get pardoned by Trump. Guarantee you that. Trump gonna do some things for her. But yeah, yeah, that's it. But Trump knew about the girls. So what are we doing here? But you see how she? But we don't know. Just quickly. But we don't know. But that would have been Biden or Obama or somebody with that. They would have went in on that. They'd have went in. That would have been all the proof they needed that they was guilty. But no, that ain't. You ain't guilty because of that. You see what I'm saying? You ain't guilty because of that. Because that's just an email. We was waiting for proof. We wait for proof. But when proof comes, that's just an email. That don't really mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. But it would have been on the other side. Every news channel, Fox, everybody would have been. The crazy emails, the emails. It had been all down their timeline on YouTube of emails, Every commentator had been, every show had been talking about Biden in the emails or Obama in the emails or Biden's sons in them in the emails. Oh my God. Oh my. But you see, it's like, you see how she talking about it? You see how they're just brushing off like it's nothing. Like, man, come on, he does. Come on, that's Trump. Come on, we all know that. So this is okay. We all know is when people are on your side and they fight for what you fight for, they believe, obviously with this people here, when they believe with you and stuff, they all good. They like, yeah, you with us, you for what we fighting for, make America great. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because look at this, man. You shouldn't be fighting that hard for that. You should know right is right, wrong is wrong. No matter who it is, if it's your party or not. You're supposed to want to get dirty and nerdy and crazy and nasty and despicable, you know what I mean? People out of here. You know what I mean? I don't want to call them whatever, you know what I mean? Because they might try to, say something allegedly. I don't know. You know how that go, trumping them. You know what I mean? But listen, this is what I'm saying. This is crazy. Come on, you sitting there, you saying that's okay. Let me see what else. That is crazy. They actually sitting there okay, and it's like, it's, you know what I mean? No, it's nothing. You saw they just sitting up there like, come on. Why are y'all looking at this like it's really something? This ain't really nothing. And I guarantee they wish they could have I guarantee they wish they could bring up something about Biden right now, but they can't equate it to the either or. So it's like they just got to talk about this, because if they could, they would have brought up something about a Democrat that did this or a Democrat name that's in there and that out, but they can't.
Definitely. And I think that press conference, was it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, where you had Ro Khanna,
the alleged victims?
Yeah, and Thomas Massey with this.
Look, and this lady here, she's talking about the victims that came out. Look how she's talking about them. Look how
I think that press conference, was it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, where you had Ro Khanna,
the alleged victims?
Yeah, and Thomas Massey with this parade of, it was so sordid, and the promise of salacious details, and then the women saying, actually, we're going to make our own list. Like the whole thing was so, after that.
Where's that?
Exactly. And it just seemed like, there was a lot like,
you see how she's smiling about it? Victims. She's smiling at victims right now. She's not caring. See, they don't care when it's not on their side. It's against them. They don't care about you. If you go against their agenda, what they saying, what they people that's trying to make their agendas go through, they will sit around, they will mess around and don't care about you as a victim right now. Look at they just talking about him. Oh, they went around like it's a game. They was out there talking about a list. Come on, the victims, the so-called victims. Wow.
Obvious money grubbing, obvious, coming together of the two sides because both sides see themselves as Trump's political opponents and enemies. The politicization.
So the ladies who are victims are against Trump, and the Democrats are in this because they're against Trump. So they want all this to come out because it's all against Trump. It's all against Trump. Everything's against Trump. You see? But they're not talking about the other people. Come on, this is out. Come on. This is messing with little kids. No matter what. Come on. You should be. Come on. There we go.
The money aspect of it. These women who were grown-ups when they met Jeffrey Epstein talking about themselves like they were children at the time. To me, that's really off-putting. It's kind of a slap in the face to the actual victims. The Virginia Giuffre aspect where there was just lie upon lie. Epstein talking about themselves like they were children at the time. To me, that's really off-putting. Both sides see themselves as Trump's political opponents and enemies. The politicization, the money aspect of it. These women who were grown-ups when they met Jeffrey Epstein talking about themselves like they were children at the time. To me, that's really off-putting. It's kind of a slap in the face to the actual victims. The Virginia Giuffre aspect where there was just lie upon lie upon lie. Like the idea that this is kind of something.
Wait. Did y'all hear what she said? The Virginia Giuffre? Oh my, Virginia girl. The Virginia, what? Virginia Giuffre? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Virginia. This is the young lady who committed suicide, who won against the prince out there, and he won. That he found him. Well, he ain't get found guilty. He settled out, gave her a nice quiet lump sum. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hold on, let me bring her up. Let me see so y'all know who she is, because that's important right there. Because you see how she just spoke about and said she lied. Y'all need to know me. Go research Shorty and stuff and see. Y'all need to go see, go check her out and see what, what she was, what was going on with her. Yeah, let me see. Okay, here we go. Look at this. There we go. Virginia Giuffre, advocate for sex trafficking victim. Virginia Louis Giuffre was American-Australian advocate for the justice of survivors for sex trafficking and one of the most prominent and vocal accusers of child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Giuffre created Victims Refuse Science of a nonprofit organization in the United States in 2015, which was relaunched under the name Speak Out Act. Where's it? Where's her Wikipedia? Let me see. Where's it? I think she committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. See, Prince Andrew allegations and settlement. Prince Andrew. See? In December 24, Florida court filing intended for inclusion in the 2008 Crime Victims' Right Act. Giuffre described being sexual trafficked to Prince Andrew at least 3 times in 2001 when she was 17 years old. Look at that. I think where is that? Let me see. Where she settled. The settlement. Here we go. The settlement was estimated to be as high as 12 million, part of which went to Sorrow. Speak Out Act, we claim, the advocacy charity for survivors of sex trafficking that Jufay had founded in August 2022. You see what I'm saying? So she got some money. So I guess she wasn't lying. I guess somebody was wrong. You don't pay people if you ain't wrong, right? You don't pay people if you know what I mean? You see, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like she was just talking about that lady there and stuff. Let's go back over here now and see what she said about the same lady I just read to you.
Off-putting. It's kind of a slap in the face to the actual victims.
Wasn't she an actual victim, right? She was an actual victim. You see, she got money for it, right? Got settled out because if he didn't do nothing wrong, you don't need to settle right. You don't need to pay nobody nothing, right? Okay.
The Virginia Giuffre aspect where there was just lie upon lie upon lie. Like the idea that this is kind of something that's going to bring Trump down with his own base.
You see? But did she lie? Or is she assuming she lied, or she putting out these facts, these non-facts? You know what I'm saying? What they Trump called them, they facts. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's not even facts. You know what I mean? Alternative facts. You just put it out there so that people could sit there and hear her say it. That's watching this show. I'm like, look, yeah, that girl lied. Now they gonna go off and spew that without doing their research, because she said it on here. And that's how they're going to say Epstein is not guilty or Trump is not guilty, because look, that lady on here said that the girl lied. But the courts ain't think she lied. This dude, Prince Andrew, ain't think she was lying. He gave her the money, right? But this is what I'm saying. This is what they do to try to change the narrative and be like, oh, no, this is how it is. No, this is how it is. Nah. We see how it is. We see how y'all moving. We see what's going on. If it's against y'all don't like it. When it's on the other team, y'all want to expose it and everything. If this is one of them other people, boy, Democrats, it'd be over.
Island and paid for, quote, a massage with a happy ending, who were brought into his houses and to his island. And moreover, you know, Jeffrey Epstein, there are countless numbers of women, young women, who were brought into his houses and to his island and paid for, quote, a massage with a happy ending, for lack of a better term. I mean, countless numbers of women. And he did.
Do you see her face? You see how she's just talking about it, like, try to make it seem normal. No. You see what I'm saying? But when they talk, let her talk about Jasmine Crockett. She'll have more energy than this. And Jasmine Crockett ain't even do nothing like this. Let AOC or one of them just say something on YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram. She'll go harder on them for that than she is right now for this. And what's worse? Somebody talking politically, somebody talking some political rhetoric that you like, man, come on, they just talking, they ain't saying it. Or somebody that just did that's messing with kids, trafficking kids, sex offender. Which one you should be screaming at in the screen for, in the camera for? This is what I'm saying. You got to pick. They pick and choose. Selective politicking. That's why I listen to everybody and I pick and choose what I digest and what I take in. I know what's right and wrong. We can look at a person and when they talking and you know what's right, and if they saying something like they wrong, they know they lying to themselves, but they just talking right now. They just talking. Word.
Like them young, and there were several young women who he did this to, who were minors, who were underage. There's just no question about that. That is a true fact about Jeffrey Epstein. But that is not a true fact about Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And if Donald Trump allegedly liked the barely legal type, we would know, Batya. We would know.
How would she know? She sleep with Trump? She laying with Trump? How would she really know? You see what I'm saying? We know when it's something good. Oh, come on, he wouldn't do that, but it's Biden. Oh yeah, we knew that was stuff on the laptop. That was bad. But you don't know. And they ain't find nothing on laptops. But we find the emails, but they know, but you don't know. But you know, you see, oh man, I love to see the hypocrisy in these people, man. Because this is recorded. This is documented now. People don't understand now. You want visual. You being taped. Even if you think you gonna take it off the internet, somebody gonna screen record it and save it sometime later and expose you later for whatever you're saying now and what you're doing. Come on. So you gotta watch what you say. It ain't like, oh, you gotta be scared what you say, but just be able to stand on it whenever you say it when you say it in 2025, if somebody bring it up to you in 2035, better stand on it. Stand on it. Be like, yeah, that was me.
We know virtually everything about the man's sex life, unfortunately. And we would know if he had a penchant for the super young girls at this point. Like, he ran the Miss Universe contest. Like, yes, we heard a story about him possibly going backstage into the dressing room at least once. Not
Yeah. Oh my God. No. We got to rewind that. We got to rewind that. Let y'all hear and see how she's saying it, though. She's not giving no anger towards it. She ain't giving it no energy. She talking about that. Like, I went to the store the other day, right? And I went and got some bread. And you want to know what? They didn't have no wheat bread. I couldn't believe it. So, I had to go walk to the other store, and sure enough, the supermarket down there had it. That's how she's talking. She's not, no energy in this. No, yo, what's going on?
Universe contest. Like, yes,
Yeah.
we heard a story about him possibly. We would know, Batya. We would know. we know virtually everything about the man's sex life, unfortunately.
I guess she
And
does.
we would know if he had a penchant for the super young girls at this point. Like, he ran the Miss Universe contest. Like, yes, we heard a story about him possibly going backstage into the dressing room at least once. Not great. Not particularly shocking given how Trump was when he was younger, but we have not seen some slew of young.
Yeah, she just said so much stuff bad. That was bad, but this we haven't seen. The man went in the back of dressing room with little kids back there when he was not dressed, and they getting dressed. That's weird, but it's not weird to them because it's their man. If you're your man, you can't be like that's weird. You can't expose him. That's not weird. That's not weird. You crazy? That's not weird. We get one more. Let me see if we get one more part. Cause this is bugged out. I love showing these people here the hypocrisy they doing. Cause now I guarantee you next week she gonna be screaming at the Democrats for something not even as major as this. She's gonna be screaming about something so petty at Jasmine or somebody. Watch. And this lady here, she's sitting there shaking her head. Oh yeah.
Be very, very close to this case, who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this or did such a good job of hardcore proof, you shouldn't say their names because you don't know whether they're true. But people know the names. We've heard them many, many times. Anyway, I do think there are some who are so well connected or did such a good job of hiding their tracks that they'll never be facing real charges. As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And
you heard her, right? She said she knew she got somebody that's close that knew everything, virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. That means they know, they told you, so you know. Or was they lying to you when they told you they knew everything? Because let's continue.
This person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like, he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby.
You heard what she said? She okaying the 15 is okay, but he ain't mess with 8-year-olds. Let's rewind, but he ain't mess with 8-year-olds.
I'm not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that is what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material on his computer, that for the first time I thought, oh no, he was an actual pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word.
She talking about Pam Bondi trusting her. But what about your friend? Person that was real close to the situation, that told you what they told you. See, you just said a friend told us some real close, that told us some stuff. But then you find out it's true. So was your friend lying to you? Why don't you say, yo, why don't you sit there and say, oh, my friend was lying to me. My friend lied to me, man, because Everything she said, but no, you gonna jump that and just go to Pam Bondi, somebody you just don't want to like, because now all of a sudden you want to throw the blame on somebody else. They quick to that. You notice they never throw the blame on Trump. Anytime Trump do something or something go down, it's Trump way, Trump way. But if it's bad, they gonna blame it on the people under him. He never get the blame for the craziness he do. It's always the Ash Patels, the Pam Bondis, the Mikes, and all. It's always somebody else. J.D. Vance, it'd be somebody else other than Trump. But if something good going on, you know, Trump did it, Trump did it, Trump did it, Trump did it, Trump did it. Why he can't do it when it's good or it's bad? He only do it when it's good, but when it's bad, we got to blame, yo, Pam, yo, Mike, get up here. Come on, step in the front. Get up here. Come on. Come kick this blame, man. Come tell these people what you did wrong. What you did wrong. You heard. Yo, man, this is what it is, man.
On the
This
Epstein
is,
matters
anything else.
anymore.
This is crazy, man. I said, this is crazy, man. They be like, yo, this is crazy. I don't know, man. Yo, make sure y'all stay up, man. Live life, enjoy life, celebrate life. Keep doing y'all want to, man. Listen, I'll tell you, just little content, me sitting in the stool, holding some court. I'm about to get in here and see what's going on with the Spurs and Golden State. I don't know. I think Golden State might have won, man. I see them boys over there talking, man. I've been over here talking to y'all, but I'm gonna see what's going on. But yeah, man, make sure y'all live life, enjoy life, celebrate life, keep doing y'all want to, man. All right, I'm gonna catch up with y'all later, man. Stay on your pivot, stay on point, man. Listen, it ain't gotta be woke. It's just gotta be on point and aware of what your surroundings and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Read everything. Read the people that you don't like and read the people you like. And then you do your own math, you put it together yourself, and you go with your own way you want to go about things. That's how we got to do it, man. All right, man. Stay up, man. I'm going to catch you with y'all later, man. Peace.